You know, when I was a kid, the first console I had was a PlayStation 1. And on that system, one of the franchises I remember playing a lot of was Mega Man X, though specifically 5 and 6 and not 4. I didn't get to own 4 as a kid, so add that up as another tragedy in my life. But regardless, I loved both of these games as a kid, even if one of them's kinda shit. And then the PlayStation 2 came out and X, 7, and 8 soon followed, and well, one of them was playable. Regardless, I love these games, and I figured, hey, I own the Legacy Collection now, so why not get all the achievements in the entire series? Which I do find slightly ironic, since the only ones I had beaten before this were 1, 4, 5, and 8. But hey, you can't achieve some things without some good suffering, right? Though that prime delicacy won't be present today, but just wait, dear viewer, and you will not be disappointed in what challenge brings us. Now, let's get started with the beginning of it all, Mega Man X1. The game starts from an interesting premise through this giant wall of text, which I'll summarize for you. Damn, I wish I had 32,000 terabytes. X, the Mega Man we'll be playing as, is the first kind of robot that's actually able to think, feel, and make his own decisions. He's created by Dr. Light from the classic Mega Man games, but sadly he doesn't live to see X reach his full potential. Man, I sure hope this amazing technology doesn't lead to anything bad happening to the Earth. What this does bring about is an era of robots that also share X's feature of being closer to humans than machines. These are the Reploids, and they're mainly who we'll be seeing going forward. There's like one real human we see in the entire series, and spoilers, it's an old man scientist. No, not that one. That's better. Getting past that, the one thing that these robots cannot do is break the first law of robotics. They can never harm a human. But due to errors, viruses, and a plethora of other things, this rule is broken. A lot. Those that do break it are dubbed Mavericks. You'd think our beloved Dr. Kane, the man that saw X and read that it took several decades for him to be tested, would think, oh, maybe I should test these first. Nah. Well, as X, we've joined the newly formed Maverick Hunters to stop the destruction they cause from spreading, as they're led by the X-Hunter Sigma. So let's get in there and stop the world from ending for the first of many times.
In the beginning.
You've only gonna be turned up a tick? Okay, you got it. Yeah, unironically, I just maxed that bitch out. Why do you like this? Because it's funny. Ah, the good old opening stage. An exceptionally well-designed stage that's perfect for starting you off. Fun fact, in my game design class at college, we actually discussed this stage with talking about how games teach you wordlessly. But it's a very good stage. Not too demanding, teaches you about things like wall jumping, which is very important in the X series. How the environment will be important in levels going forward. How enemies are placed and react to you. All very tightly designed. Arriving at the end, we blow up a few Mavericks driving cars, and then we fight everyone's favorite minor villain of the series, Vile. He Herbal. You can't win here, but the game does trick new players into thinking you can, since the last two mini-bosses don't have health bars, and neither does Vile. So, you know, you can try. It won't work, though. You're just here to get the shit beat out of you, because storytelling. But before X gets crushed like a soda can, he's saved by our fucking boy Zero. Sadly, he can't stop Vile either, but he does chase him off. He also gives X a pep talk before X goes into depression. And this line right here, saying X isn't at his full power yet, Zero's not lying. By the end of these games, X gets exponentially more powerful. How? Well, let's start off by going to the stage that everyone starts with when beginning X1. Chill Penguin. Don't worry, Zero will become stronger. I'm a big boy.
Penguins.
For the uninitiated, starting with the ice stage seems like madness. However, Chill Penguin stage isn't that bad. Looks so good. Got him. I'll have to try really, really hard to not make that joke when I'm writing the script. But it's gonna be very hard considering we have to fight Sigma a total of 8 fucking times. The ice physics are more or less non-existent, the enemies are pretty simple, and yet my favorite change to the Mega Man formula front and center, the armor pieces. Alright, time to get one of the best upgrades in the entirety of the Mega Man games. Seeing the stages of Mega Man X, there's collectibles that provide permanent upgrades for getting them. Heart tanks increase your max life, sub-tanks can be filled with excess energy if you find them to be used for later, and my personal favorite, Dr. Light capsules, which gives X a permanent upgrade in the form of an armor piece. Light apparently hid these throughout the world because he suspected X might need to fight against whatever the future might hold, and considering what the original Mega Man went through, good call. This one here is for the leg parts and give me the main reason I play the X series more than the classic series, the dash. It just feels so good to move around with it. I cannot get enough of it. Though I will say I'm more used to the responsiveness of the dash in the PS1 games and beyond, so you will see me fail to dash jump multiple times in the SNES trilogy. Back to the stage, right after you get to the dash, the game does this. I can absolutely hear a level designer laughing each time I get hit at this part. They know what they did. Luckily for us, right after this we get to try the ride armor for a little bit. Don't worry, we'll play with it later. We do get to destroy this enemy ride armor, which gives us our first achievement, Get My Ride. And now we get to the stage boss, Chill Penguin. He's a really simple fight with 4 attacks, one which doesn't do any damage at all, that aren't too difficult to avoid. Doesn't stop me from almost fucking it up though. Oh, Jesus Christ. Running into live footage of me failing to play Mega Man X1 correctly. By the way, he is completely invincible when he's doing the dashes. By the way, you can't hurt him at all. There we go, we got him. It's okay, guys, I didn't die once. It's fine. And with that, we get our next achievement, in Buster We Trust, for defeating our first Maverick. We also get the Shotgun Ice. Fantastic weapon, as are most of the weapons in X1. And now, you know what I'm about to do. You know exactly who we're going to fight.
Christ! I was frozen today!
Who's ready for the stage with the best music? This was a pretty neat stage with the little electric sparks in the floor to test to see if you're really able to play Jump and Shoot Man well. I think this stage does great for testing that, though I'm not really a fan of the darker sections with enemies that feel like they hit me on every single playthrough I do of this game. Also a mini boss in this level, and let me tell you, fighting this thing with just the X-Buster is a pain in the ass. Use the Shotgun Ice. Its function of splitting into the opposite direction when it hits something is perfect for this fight. There we go. Okay, I only had to use like 90% of the ammo for Shotgun Ice, it's fine. After that we get farther, grab our first heart tank giving us 2 more health, and deal with the second dark zone. Okay. I fucking hate those enemies. Oh my god. I swear I can replay these games like dozens of times and I'm still gonna get hit by those guys. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time to play How Many Attacks Will Spark Mandrill Get to Make? Three whole attacks! Amazing! I've never seen anything like this before, folks. Oh, that poor man. I feel like that's the worst it ever gets in this series, but that's not fully true. Humiliating Spark Mandrill gives us the Electric Spark. It's neat as it can hit a wall, then split and travel along the surface it hits. Nice weapon. So let's take it to the Maverick that's weak to it for that sweet, sweet achievement. Yearns for the mines. The stage is pretty fun because you can ride these little platforms and then destroy anything in their path. Just make sure you jump off at the right time or you're going into a pit. And now I have this. I'll be honest, I don't use that as much as I use Shotgun Ice because I just find Shotgun Ice universally more helpful. There's also this section with the Bulldozer Maverick, and this one's not too bad when you know it's coming. Don't have to worry about the fucking bulldozer, no one cares. I'm too fast. Another fun platform, yes, excellent. And then we're on the rear end of a bulldozer. We're able to blow it up by mashing the shoot button instead of charging our shots. Alright, look at that. This lets us get our next heart tank. That's my first time doing that with the normal X-Buster. Good for me. It only really hits me while I'm writing this, but this level is really tightly designed. Flows really well, it feels amazing to play through, love it, S tier level. At least until we get near the end and we get Attack of the Slowdown, Jesus. Oh yeah, you guys like that frame rate? Oh yeah, that's the good shit. While getting past that, we arrive to fight Armored Armadillo. Alright, we hit him with Electric Spark, getting our next achievement, Just Plain Dillo. Honestly, this fight, even with the weakness, hurts me a lot. My brain can see where he's going and says, yeah, we can match that, and then proceeds to run into him like a dumbass. Gotcha, bitch. We put him down and then get the rolling shield, which is one of the weapons of all time. I also keep trying to speed up the text in the weapon get screen, but that doesn't work. Anyways, it's now time for me to suffer.
I chose the impossible. I chose rapture.
Who wants to go ocean? I don't. The stage isn't bad, I just suck at it. It's the first stage in the X series where we have to deal with the underwater gameplay, which in Mega Man tradition means lower gravity. Funny enough, that's not the reason I get fucked up on this stage. It's actually because of the mini bosses it has. Now the first one isn't bad. It introduces what it can do, which would shove you around and spawn these little eel torpedoes. It's fine, I just suck at fighting it. Man, it'd be a real shame if this fight happened over some spikes.
You know what that means? Fish!
I will admit, it took me a lot longer to understand that you have to jump here rather than trying to dash all the time. I may be stupid. But after this, we can take a quick detour, blow up this whale-shaped ship, which took way too much damage, by the way. There we go. Lead to another mini-boss against this red Gyarados, and it does a bit of damage. By the way, did I forget to mention that the checkpoint is right before the second fish sub? I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of a shitty checkpoint. Okay, getting past that and fighting an evil dragon again. It's pretty cool, you can ride it while attacking. Okay, I'm getting off. Oh man. And our reward is another heart tank. Then we fight the dragon for the second time because this stage really needs a total of 4 mini-bosses and only 1 collectible. No, seriously, there's only 1 heart tank, nothing else. Why? Why is this the devil game more likely than you think? You played devil game. Darn it, dude, you played the devil game. But after that, we finally fight Launch Octopus, and it's a fight. Kids like random spread you can only see in Borderlands 1. I'll be honest, I have no idea how you do this boss cleanly. I just shoot him until he dies. That's more or less the strategy. Which I suppose is ironic since I'm the guy that can explain this step by step. I swear I will get on a video for Bayonetta eventually. I just gotta do some other stuff first. Back to Mega Man, and then his fucking weakness is this shit. Alright, well, I'm out. I've never really been sure how you no-damage this. We defeat Launch Octopus and get the homing torpedo. Perfect for when you don't want to aim. Okay, what's next? You guys like vertical stages? I sure hope so, because Kuwanger's stage is a big tower you climb up. Also has enemies on the wall that just won't hold still. Okay, game. You want to play that game? Fine. There's also these sections where you have to dodge some lasers or get shot, got an elevator ride, some incoming spikes, and then we climb on the outside of the tower. There's also the heart tank I can't reach because I'm not good enough to get it without the proper tools. We also get live footage of me being unable to dash jump correctly. Makes more sense. But yeah, just, oh man. Jeez. Okay. And can X1's dash jump actually fucking work? There we go, thank you. We then make it to Kuwanger, who absolutely loves to teleport around the arena. I did attempt to fight fair, but then realized I sucked at dash jumping off the wall, so we just used homing torpedo and blasted him. No, it's working pretty well. Never mind. But after that, we get Boomerang Cutter. Got Boomerang Cutter. I gotta stop pressing buttons on those screens, goddammit. We get Boomerang Cutter, my least favorite weapon in the game. I know how it works. I understand I have to stand to make it curve up, but I just cannot do it. It fight against my instincts in these games to jump and shoot. Anyways, who's next in line? Fourth stage. The stage is actually the first time we get to see that defeating a Maverick in another stage affects other stages. Since we defeat Launch Octopus, the area down here with the stage's heart tank is actually flooded. Neat. The actual stage is pretty straightforward. You got the ceiling collapsing on you with these rock enemies, and later we get to use the ride armor for real. X6 isn't good, but you can still have fun with it, especially if you know some speedrunning tech, although I'm not really going to be able to use that very much when we play. The other thing with X6 is that it's not X7. I do wish Capcom would make another one, but all they know how to do these days is remake Resident Evil. Oh well, at least we got Mega Man 11, and when was that? 2011? I know it wasn't, but it's funnier that way. It feels like it's been that long. Finally get to Sting Chameleon, and we get live footage of why I hate the Boomerang Cutter. Can't aim this shit to save my life. I hate this thing. I hate this thing so much. This eventually leads to a game over, which sends me to the beginning of the stage. This is actually for the best because I forgot to get this level's light capsule. Oh yeah, this guy. He's got a lot of health for a guy with only 2 moves, and guess what? You can only hurt him by shooting him in the face, so, you know, it's gonna take a while, but it is well worth it because we get this capsule and it has one of the best upgrades in the game, the body upgrade, which halves the damage you take. Fantastic upgrade and probably the most consistent body upgrade in the series. Rule of thumb in the X series, if it's a body upgrade, it will usually reduce incoming damage by some amount. Getting back to Chameleon, this time I fight my instincts to jump and shoot him and stay on the ground, allowing Boomerang Cutter to actually hit him this time. Yeah, just don't jump. Just don't jump. That's what the cutter is. Just don't jump. There we go. God, I hate this fucking weapon. Defeating him gives us Chameleon Sting, a weapon which shoots a delayed 3-way shot. It's also really good. Okay, who's up next?
Hey, you guys are watching Bird Up, the worst show on television.
This is a public service announcement. Pits and spikes are the #1 cause of death to Mega Man everywhere. Don't let this happen to you. Okay, I'm making this sound way worse than it is. Storm Eagle stage isn't that bad. First we jump off this moving platform to the left to get this heart tank. I may have played this game a little too much. This level is also where we get our first sub-tank, which allows us to store extra health we find for later if we're already full. Extremely helpful. What's not so helpful is this level's light capsule, which does take a while to get to. Yep, this is a section, alright. I think it might be over here. Yeah, there it is. I'm busting! But what we get is the head parts, and my live reaction of them is all you need to know about it. This is one of the upgrades of all time. I'm not gonna lie. The helmet upgrade in X1 is okay. All it does is let us break through some blocks, and that's it. Yeah, he did it. And there's one more light capsule we can get. However, if we want all the achievements, we'll have to skip it. So, sadly, the arm parts of the first armor will be forgotten for this playthrough. Moving on, the last part of the stage has you traveling across these dropping platforms before arriving at this ship where you fight Storm Eagle. This fight is interesting as since we're fighting on top of a ship, he tends to knock us off, which will throw us into a pit. There's a reason his attacks have so much knockback, but he barely gets to do anything before Chameleon Sting destroys him on a molecular level. This gives us Storm Tornado, which is also a nice weapon for when there's a bunch of enemies in a line you want all of them dead. Alright, final Maverick time.
Still, it's better than going naked in this place. It's cold.
Flame Mammoth stage is another that's affected by defeating another Maverick, in this case Chill Penguin. This makes all the lava in the stage frozen, making traversal much easier during this section. I am inclined to point out right up here, since we have the head parts, we can go up there and grab the arm parts, but like I said earlier, we got an achievement to get, so we have to ignore it for this run. We can, however, dash under everything past that and get this heart tank, followed shortly by the sub tank. A 1-up, it's not quite what I'm looking for. There it is. There we go. We got everything we can get out of this stage. This is also where the game suddenly decides to load me up on lives. The pink flying drones with the spikes on them. Okay, game, can you chill out? I've got 6 lives. I don't know why, but alright, we take those. After that, we get to this section filled with pipes and these green shield guys that are directly in the way of me every single time. I may have been dying inside because I wanted to go fast and get energy for my sub-tanks. There we go. But after this, we get to Flame Mammoth. First order of business, we use Boomerang Cutter to cut off his trunk, giving us the achievement Nobody Knows My Sorrow. God, these achievement names are going to drive me insane. Afterwards, he's not that bad. We just hit him with Storm Tornado, and he goes down pretty fast. Mainly because he keeps jumping on the damn thing. Stop! There we go. After that, we get Fire. We did it, we got Fire Wave. I gotta stop doing that. Future me is gonna be very mad when I'm trying to edit this shit. Getting past that, Zero has finally found Sigma's fortress. It's time to jump in there and put an end to this after we do some cleaning up. X isn't at full strength yet. I know Sigma, he's from Overwatch. Yeah, Sigma, my favorite character from Virtue's Last Reward. I love Sigma. First, run back to Chill Penguin stage for this heart tank, then Spark Mandrill stage for the third sub-tank, Boomer Kuwanger stage for the final heart tank, which gives us the achievement Never Hurts to Be Careful. And we did it! Oh yeah, our health bar's looking good. Finally, we head over to Armored Armadillo stage and get the final sub-tank of the game. Okay, now we can go to Sigma's Fortress. So fun fact about the Sigma Fortress in basically all of the SNES games, if you restart the game at this point, after like beating say 3 stages of the fortress, you have to restart the fortress again. So you know that's fun. Oh boy, here we go. In my personal opinion, the first section of the stage, without the arm part, is easily the hardest part of these stages. It's not so much the turtles in the way, they're basically harmless. It's right here. Jumping across these floating platforms above a bottomless pit with enemies that fly in off screen to try and knock you off. I knew he was coming too. All combined with that weird quarter-second delay this game has when trying to dash jump, it's hell. This section is hell. If we had the arm parts, we could use the charged up version of the Chameleon Sting or the Rolling Shield and just blitz through it with no worries at all. But sadly, that's not within our capabilities right now. But I'm gonna try and keep my shit together long enough to get through this part. I'm gonna fucking headbutt a railroad spike. After a good few deaths, we finally make it. Oh, thank God. That was another failed dash jump that almost got me killed. This section isn't really that bad and not even really noteworthy. It's basically just a hallway. But it's the end of these corridors, Vile is waiting for us. But Zero's here to save the day. You can do it, Zero. Kick his ass.
I'm coming for you!
You know, I don't know what, but some shit is going down in there. Well, it looks like Zero couldn't handle Vile. It's fine, we got the armor parts, we got the special weapons, we can take him. Oh, god damn it. Yep, still can't beat him because apparently ride armors are invincible when Vile uses them. Oh, I hope someone around here doesn't do something crazy. Never mind. Well, we only have 1 health, so we better play this flawless. Alright, now despite Vile talking a lot of shit, he only has a grand total of 3 moves. Jumps and shoots, dashes into you, which does the most damage because of course it does, and the stun round he has. That's it. Damn son, even Chill Penguin got you beat. You's a bitch. See you in the 3rd game. Bye-bye, Boba Fett ripoff. We'll see you never. Well, Zero's dying for the first time. Since he knows we aren't at our full potential, he gives us his arm cannon, giving us the achievement Rearmed for getting Zero's arm cannon, and the first armor for getting all of X's first armor parts. And now that we have the arm parts, we can use the 4th level charge shot, which is this pink spiral shot, but also we can now charge our special weapons, which I do within seconds of getting this upgrade. Should mean that now I can probably just cheese some of these sections. Yep. Jesus Christ. I don't want to play the level normally. I want to use Sting Chameleon's weapon to just cheese through it. Shit. My hubris. He's dead. My boy's dead. Yep, Zero is dead. He's totally not gonna come back. He's permanently dead. He's not coming back. He never came back again a single time after this. Nope. Oh yeah, it's time for the boss rush. Kind of. The way X1 hails the fabled Mega Man boss rush is that by putting them in the Sigma stages as bosses you run into as the stage progresses, much like the original Mega Man one. But I'm not here to fuck around with the bosses. I'm here to win, so you know my ass is using the weaknesses again. God, Sigma Stage 1 is so long. But there's not much left. Just this corridor which leads to the final boss of this stage, this big-ass spider. I fucking hate this thing. Puts out these lines and then after a moment it rushes down them. The problem is that the less health it has, the faster it gets. So this fight can turn into pain if you can't parse what it's going fast enough. Wait a minute. Nope, I dissected that wrong. Yeah. I was at least lucky enough to have it take pity on me, so this run wasn't too bad. Can't say the same for you though. Good luck, Chief. Now normally it would be time for Sigma Stage 2. However, we do have one more thing to get now that we have every upgrade in the game. Going back to Armored Armadillo stage, we run back getting this health item at the end of the stage. Do this 4 times, and then on the 5th time, this cool new light capsule will appear. And what does Dr. Light Trista's Ryu from Streets have for us? The Hadouken! There we go, X can do a Hadouken, which gives us the achievement in the Heart of Battle. Now, what does the Hadouken do? Aside from the very final boss, it kills everything it touches in one hit. The trade-off is that you need to be at full health to do it, and you also need to do the Hadouken input to pull it off, which for those who don't know, is down, down, forward, forward, and fire. Hope you've been practicing your quarter circles. Now then, let's get back to wrecking Sigma's house. Good news, the pits are back. Okay, good start. After that, we refight Chill Penguin Penglings and set him on fire for the kill. And after that, we get the ride armor, baby. Let's go! Though I think whatever customization the enemies got is a lot better than mine. Where the fuck did that guy go? What? After that, we do a little climb and oh look, Stormy Eagle's back. I couldn't tell because the arena had bottomless pits. Oh, it's crazy. Do fight him with the X-Buster for a little, but he decides to be a real ass this refight. I fucking hate when he does this. When he's just constantly flying away so I can't actually hit him with fucking Sea Stinger. Whatever, we blow him up and he dies for the second time. I'm sure I got this next one. I only got 4 health. I'm sure it's fine. Oh hey, it's a unique boss. Yeah, it looks about right. This is Rangda Bangda. God, what a fucking crazy name, man. Which is basically Wall, the boss fight. You shoot the various eyes that come out, each with a different behavior. The main thread of this fight is that when the walls close in, the nose starts chasing you. Oh, and if you kill the nose here, the walls stay closed and the spikes don't leave. Hope you like wall jumping. Oh, now it moves. You little shit. No, I got this. No, I got this. I didn't mean to switch weapons. Alright, it's fine though, I got it. It's good. That fight's really awkward. Sigma Stage 3 time. This is the most boss rush stage of all of them, as a majority of the rooms are 2 screens before the boss. Oh well. First Armadillo, the fight goes the same as before, and then Sting Chameleon. This time I actually use Boomerang Cutter correctly and don't jump next to Spark Mandrill. No, we're not doing that this time. He's just becoming an ice cube for my drink. Speaking of drinks, we're heading into one for the fight against Launch Octopus. Goes much better this time, and finally we refight Flame Mammoth. Oh look, he's already dead. Shame. So after all that, what's next for us? Okay, this is the D-Rex, and while it only has the moves of hitting you really hard with itself, it's very good at it. You need to calm down, sir. Sigma needs to give you less sugar. When X falls over in this fight, I'm just like, yeah, man, I get it. And after a lot of running back and forth between it, we destroy it, leading us to the final Sigma stage against the big man himself. This is where I asked my chat a very important question. Do you want me to fight Sigma normally, or do you want me to Hadouken him? Hadouken? Okay, you got it. Well, with that set in stone, let's fight Sigma's dog, and... Alright, I fucked it up immediately, so, you know... Well, it's not gonna stop me now, is it? Let's take down this dog. I really fucking hate fighting this dog, though, I won't lie. It's too goddamn agile. With the way the movement is in this game, no. I don't like it. Alright. And with that, we start the fight against Sigma himself. This battle's gonna be legendary. After all, it's the big man him. Good fight. Okay, we got one in. There you go, guys. It's all well and good, but we have to fight Sigma's second phase, this wall. Yes, we really like walls in this game. He doesn't fuck around. All the attacks that Sigma has hit really hard. With the body armor, the lowest damage Sigma can do is 4. Keep in mind you have a total of 32 health with all the upgrades. Do you really think that's going to stop X? No, our boy has gone through so much, lost his best friend to get here. So let's save the world and turn Sigma's sum to 0. Get out of here, Sigma. God damn it. Oh, see, this is the main reason I kill him immediately with the fucking Hadouken. Sigma destroyed, his fortress crumbles, and we get the achievement, it's over, for defeating Wolf Sigma. And X leaves the fortress. As it crumbles, X sees how much destruction he caused and ponders if there was another way. And while he might not have the answer now, he knows for sure he'll have to fight the Mavericks again, keep the peace he created. Oh boy, will he. And thus, Mega Man X1 comes to a close, and after the credits, we earn our final achievement of the game. How long will he keep fighting? The answer is that X will fight for a very, very long time. But despite us being done with the game, there's one more achievement to get, and that's to run through the opening stage one more time in the Japanese version, getting us the miscellaneous achievement he's actually called Vava. Here's that in about 5 seconds. And now X comes to a close. Honestly, it's still one of the best in the series, and while I feel the responsiveness of the controls lead to my death, I still deeply love this game. Next time I run it, I probably won't do the weakness order since that leads to a lot of backtracking. Next X game will have a very complicated item game up its sleeve, though there's no possible way that could cause any issues whatsoever, but whatever it holds, I'm sure we'll survive it. I'll see you guys then. Take care, and don't forget that I'm rooting for you. Wait, I didn't kill any bosses with the spiral crush beam from the arm parts to get pretty devastating in pink. Oh, it's alright. I already did that in another playthrough before making this video. I hope this doesn't screw anything up for someone later. Nah, I'm sure it's fine.